Winter arc is BS, and I know you know that. It doesn't happen in one winter. Success doesn't happen in one winter. Success happens in many years, and YouTube is trying to push a lot of content that says, do this, and then you're gonna get results. This is gonna be easy. This is gonna be very doable. You just need to go through these steps, and then you're gonna be a millionaire. You're gonna have a six-pack. You're gonna have a summer body because in this winter you went hard. It doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that. It doesn't just happen in 6 months. Winter arc, it doesn't happen like that. All the people, I see a lot of content on YouTube that's being posted right now that says, winter arc is coming. Now you gotta do what you gotta do. Now you gotta focus on yourself. No, it doesn't. It's not about the winter arc. It's about your life arc. It's about your life. What are you doing today? Today is the last day of your life. Tomorrow is the last day of your life. You don't know if you have a tomorrow. You don't know if you have a 10 years from now, if you have a 5 years from now. You gotta be who you gotta be today. For your future self, for the people that you love, for yourself. How are you gonna be in 15 years? Who are you gonna be in 15 years? Be that person today. So many people try to become something in so short amount of time. To tell themselves, yeah, if I lock in and I disappear for 3 months, for 6 months. It's the same thing as going monk mode. Hamza is telling you, go monk mode for 6 months, just lock in for 1 year. All you gotta do is lock in for 1 year. But it doesn't happen in 1 year. It doesn't happen in 1 year. It happens in 10 years. It happens in 20 years. And what happens in 20 years? When you're gonna make it, when you're gonna be that person, when you're gonna be that person that made it. Imagine in 20 years, locked in for 20 years. Every day, you wake up, you go to the gym, you lock in, you work on your future, you work on your plan, you strategize, and you execute. And 20 years later, you're gonna get to that place and you're gonna be like, do I stop here? Of course not. You're not gonna stop in 20 years. Imagine in 1 year when you're gonna be working and working and working, and then you're gonna have results, and then you're gonna have a better body, and then you're gonna have more respect for yourself, and people are gonna respect you more. People are gonna see he is a man. He does what he has to do. He provides value to the people around him. He's a very good person that we can rely upon. He inspires me. Man, this guy, I just want him around. Like, I feel like I can learn from him. When you're gonna be that guy in 1 year, when you're gonna lock in for 1 year, let's say you lock in for 1 year, you're in monk mode, and then you lock in. And then you're focused on your plan, you strategize, you think about what am I gonna do for the next 3 months. You're gonna break it down week by week. You're gonna be like, okay, this week, I'm gonna focus on getting these results. You're gonna get these workouts done. You're gonna make a plan for your next 3 months. You're gonna know how to strategize your time and how to allocate your resources in order to grow. And then you do that, and then you plan and strategize, and then you get to a point where you're able to follow your plan. And then you follow your plan for the next 3 months, and then you follow your plan for the next 6 months. What do you think happens? You're smarter than you think you are. You think you're that smart, but no, you're so much smarter than that. Your mind is an incredible machine, a learning machine. Even if you just have, let's say, 90 IQ, that's supposed to be considered low. Let's say you have, the average is 100. Let's say you have 100 IQ. Okay, let's say you have 100. Doesn't matter how much you have. You're way smarter than you are, because it doesn't matter how much, because IQ is just a rate of learning. Even if you learn slow, you can still learn. And because a lot of people, they don't learn. They're just smart, they don't learn. They're smart, they figure things out, they have a good logic, but then they don't learn from their mistakes. They're not wise. Being wise is being able to make better decisions based on the experience and knowledge that you have in the past. So let's say that you have made a decision yesterday and then it came out to be a bad decision. You had bad results from those decisions. Today you're worse off than yesterday because of that decision. But because you are wise, because even though you have a very low IQ, for example, and I'm not saying you are, I'm pretty sure you're way smarter than that. And what I'm trying to say right now is that it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what's your IQ. It doesn't matter. What matters is what you do with the information you have, the decision that you take for yourself tomorrow. What are you doing to improve yourself today, for yourself tomorrow? What are you doing for yourself? Because what you do for yourself, what you don't realize is that this is for everybody else around you. Because when you elevate yourself, you elevate everyone with you. You're a leader. You're more of a leader than you think. Now I'm talking for myself too, okay? I'm talking as a man to a man. But you could be a girl, you could be a woman. But you need to understand that you are an influence to the people around you. So what happens when you work hard? What happens when you lock in? What happens when you become the best version of yourself? That's always thinking about doing things better. That you're not focused on playing games. You're not focused on trying to have fun, trying to spend your time wasting it and engaging in mental activities such as watching YouTube shorts, Instagram reels. No, you're focused on your purpose, on your mission. You're focused on what you can provide to the world. Because when you provide things to the world, you provide your being, you're this light of consciousness that's awakening other people, awakening other lights of consciousness. And whether you're smart, you're less smart, you can still be wise. And when you're wise, you make good decisions. And when you make good decisions, you improve your life. And when you improve your life, you improve people's lives around you. And what happens when you do that? Well, you become this light, this person that people want around. People want you around. People respect you for doing the right thing. People respect you for working hard. People respect you for thinking, for coming up with conclusions to the problems that they have, to problems that you have, because you have solved your own problems. Because you have solved your own problems, you're able to solve other people's problems. Because how can you solve other people's problems if you cannot solve the same problem for yourself? When you become that person, people can rely upon. It's not about being a boss. No. It's not about being authoritarian. You're not trying to tell people, you do this, you do. No. No, it's about, oh, you see the problem they're having. Oh, you know what? I used to deal with that problem. You know what I did? This is what I did. No, I used to be fat. You know, I used to be like 210, 15 pounds. I'm still like 195 pounds, but now I got so much more fit. Like just last year, 2 years ago, I've been going to the gym 6 days per week, taking one day out. I'm even thinking, do I really need this 1 day a week to rest? Maybe I don't, maybe I do. I don't know. But I'm trying. What I'm focused upon is to do everything that is necessary to get myself better, so that when someone's coming to me like, hey man, how can I get in shape? How do I lose weight? How do I become healthy? So then when my girl, and she comes to me and she's like, hey, I want to eat this, I want to eat at this place and that place, and I see her living an unhealthy lifestyle, what do you think I do? I tell her, listen, you can do whatever you want, but if you eat these type of foods, this is what's going to happen to you. There's seed oils, carbs, this is what carbs do to you. This is how you go into ketosis. This is how your body functions properly. This is how insulin works. How do I know all these things? Because I do my research for myself. Because I think about my health is probably the most important thing for me. If you love your parents, if you really, really do, and a lot of you guys, I'm pretty sure that you have parents that are not so healthy. Now, I'm not saying that to shame your parents at all. My parents are not so healthy, but they're trying their best. They're trying their best. My mom and my dad, they're going to the gym with me. And that is something that didn't happen before. Why do you think they're going to the gym with me? That is a big achievement for myself. I feel very proud of myself for being able to inspire them, because they see me going to the gym every single day. They're like, man, where are you going, Keenan? I'm going to the gym. You have more of an impact than you think on people that you love. And this is not something that you do for 3 months, for 6 months. This is someone you are. This is who you be. This is who you're gonna be. This is who you are today. Think about the person you want to become in 10 years, in 15 years. Do you want to be this healthy, fit guy that everybody respects? Everybody's, oh man, this guy is around, I'm happy. Because when he's around, everything goes well. He takes responsibility for his own life. He's honest, he has love, he's authentic, he's genuine, he makes people smile. He makes life worth living. If that's the guy you want to be, why not be that guy today? Because life doesn't stay constant. This is a misconception. Nobody stays constant in life. Life doesn't go straight. Never, ever does life go straight. If you think life is going straight, life is actually going down. That's why you gotta put in the work. You gotta put in the work today. What are you doing today to make yourself better tomorrow? You gotta put in the work today. There is no tomorrow. Live as if every day is the last day of your life. Then you're gonna start enjoying and appreciating your days and having gratitude. You can't take things for granted. And you can't just sit around and do nothing, because what are you enjoying? Watching Netflix, engaging in mental activity. You're not even moving your body. Most people just scroll their life away, giving their time, their energy, lowering their consciousness. You think that might make you happy, but that's the exact opposite. You need to realize the polarity of life, the yin or the yang. The more you do something difficult right now, the more your life gets better in the future. The more you engage in the easy things right now, the more your life becomes worse. But the thing is, when you do the hard thing right now, you don't see the results of your actions. You don't see how your life improves. But 100%, you gotta understand that life does improve. But you gotta stay conscious for that, because when you engage in difficult activity, you have to be conscious about it. Nobody engages in difficult activity unconsciously. Winter arc is only a a gimmick that YouTube want to push upon people, not even YouTube, but the YouTube creators, because they say that right now is the winter arc, so you got to lock in for the winter arc, and then they think about prepare your summer body, and now it's winter arc again. Just lock in for this 1 year, and you just got to be monk mode. No, it's not just one monk mode for 1 year. It's not about the 1 year. It's not about the winter arc. It's not about the summer arc. It's not about one season of your life. No, it's about your life. What are you doing for yourself, for your life? Where are you gonna go in life? Who are you gonna bring with you? Who are you gonna elevate with you? This is not what we're created to be. Lock in for a season. You gotta be there for you. What are you doing for yourself? Nobody's gonna save you. What are you gonna do for yourself? For your life? How are you gonna plan your life? David Goggins, he didn't just from one day to the other become David Goggins. He didn't just become a Navy SEAL and then just stopped working. He didn't just go through a marathon and said, no, I'm gonna stop now. He didn't just run one time. He didn't just do one pull-up. No, he understood that if you want to be great, if you want to be someone that he can respect, he gotta put in the grind every single day. Because that's how you become, and you mold yourself, you pressurize yourself into becoming the person that you're supposed to become. Diamonds are not created without pressure. It takes an immense amount of pressure for a really great amount of time for diamond to become diamond and almost indestructible. Anything valuable, anything hard, anything that people want has gone through hardship. You don't get there just by doing one winter arc. No, you get there by doing 10 years, 20 years of your life, spending 20 years working on yourself, on your future, on preparing a plan, thinking what is worth your time. How can you spend your time the best way possible to achieve a result that you want, to be the person that you are proud of. And then you think about this year and the next year and then my 5-year plan, my 10-year plan. I'm talking to myself too. I have a 5-year plan, I have a 10-year plan, but I didn't always have it. It wasn't always in the back of my mind. I didn't have a 5-year plan even 5 years ago, even 2 years, even 3 years ago. But I made it. And then following the plan. Because I thought to myself, I'm gonna sit down with myself, just like you should too. You should sit down with yourself and think about, what am I gonna do with my life? Because most people don't do that. Most people don't think about, what can I achieve with my life? You can achieve a lot of things in 5 years, in 10 years, but you cannot achieve a lot of things in 3 years, in 1 year, in 6 months. You can achieve some things in 6 months. Last year what happened is that I got myself a 6-pack, but a barely visible 6-pack. But last year, around my birthday, July, it took me maybe 6-7 months to lose all my fat. But then I realized? That the real progress, the real beauty in a male body, in a male strength, in how we were created as men, it is to build the muscle, to build the strength. Because when I lost all my fat and I started seeing a little bit of lines here and there, I was very proud. That was an achievement. But what happened was that I realized that I didn't have the muscle under my fat. So I realized, and I went to do some research, and I realized that naturally growing muscle, because obviously I'm natural, naturally growing muscle takes a long time. People do bodybuilding for 5 years, for 10 years. They put in 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 workouts. If you think about it, 1,000 workouts. If you think about it, let's say you work out 5 days a week. 5 days a week. Let's say you work out 5 days a week. That's 5 days out of 7. That's 260 days out of the whole year. I just did some calculations on the calculator. 260 days of working out. That's 260 workouts per year if you do 5 days a week, every single year, without missing one workout. You're there at the gym Monday to Friday. You go through your workouts. You push through. Some people work 2,000 workouts, 5,000 workouts, 10 years of working out. It's not about a winter arc. You gotta lock in for your life, for yourself, for the people that you love. Because you know you could be better. You know you could be more. Stay focused. Stay real.